Aaron Lawry, Assistant Professor of Consumer Science at Purdue University. So according to McKinsey & Company, during this last year, there's actually been an increase in the amount of cosmetics that people are buying right now, as well as pet supplies. And if you think about it, it makes sense because people are going back to bars and restaurants, going back to work, and they want to make sure that they look good, essentially, when they're in front of other people. At the same time, the pet supplies make sense too. A lot of people adopted cats and dogs and other pets during the pandemic. And so those are two areas where people are spending more. Where people are sort of starting to cut back, it tends to be the restaurants as well as anything that is more experiential in nature. It's kind of an easier item to cut from your budget because it's for entertainment purposes or for enjoyment. But overall, even so, overall, there has been a slight lift in sales for restaurants and for retail apparel, for example. Yeah, some of customers' fears are really related to back in 2007 through 2009, we had the Great Recession. And so people are fearful that we're going to have a return to that situation. But I like to remind customers that 2007 to 2009 was related to the housing bubble and a credit crisis that happened back then. And so in 2007, we saw an increase in debt and less regulations around mortgages, and then a decrease in savings. Right now, we're seeing, yes, a little bit of an increase in debt, but people are still saving. They're putting money in their savings accounts as well as their retirements right now. So those are, I think, positive signs for this moment. Some people are also kind of worried about the prices of housing in particular. And so both buying a home as well as renting at this time seem to not be slowing down. But there are some early signs that at least the buyer's market is starting to kind of cool off a little bit. And so I'd say that just kind of be patient over the course of this year, and you'll start to see some of those housing situations become more affordable.